So many of us have that dream, right? That one big idea, that story that we're just dying to tell. But turning that dream into an actual plan, that can feel, well, impossible. So today, we're going to cut right through the fog. We're laying out a direct, actionable blueprint to take you from a blank page to a finished book.
I mean, seriously? Have you ever been reading something and thought to yourself, you know what? I could do this. Or maybe you've got that spark of a story that just won't let you go. That feeling right there, that's the first step. That's the little bit of magic that gets this whole incredible process started.
So how do we build this roadmap? Well, to give us some real structure, I thought we could look at a fantastic guide, the syllabus from an actual Writing My First Book course. Just think of it as a proven framework, a kind of GPS that we can all use to navigate the journey of writing our very first book. Okay, so before a single word even hits the page, the roadmap starts with one huge question. Why? This first phase, it's not about your word count, not at all. It's about locking in your motivation, really understanding the significance of your story, and getting a crystal clear view of the whole process that's ahead of you. And here it is, the entire journey brilliantly broken down into a manageable 8-week timeline. What's so great about this is how it just completely demystifies everything. You start with a vision, you build a solid foundation, then you dive deep into the core writing before you finally cross that finish line with publishing. All of a sudden, writing a book doesn't feel like some vague dream anymore. It feels like a plan. So who is this roadmap really for? Well, obviously it's for anyone who's ever dreamed of writing a book. But look a little closer. It's also perfect if you just want to sharpen your writing skills in a really structured way. Or hey, maybe you're a professional who needs to develop your own material for teaching or training. This works for you too. All right, this brings us to the next super critical phase, laying the groundwork. These first 3 weeks are absolutely vital. Seriously, this is where you build the foundation that your entire book is going to rest on. Getting these details right from the very beginning will save you a world of headaches later on. Trust me. So what do those first few weeks actually look like? Well, it all boils down to 3 clear actions. First, you set your vision. That means nailing down the title, the copyright stuff, and that all-important intro. Next, you make the practical call on your format, like self-publishing. And finally, you gather all your resources. Get those 3 things done, and believe me, you are ready to write. And now we hit the heart of the project, the workshop phase. This is it. This is where all the theory stops and the real writing begins. Think of this as the engine room of the whole process, where you're going to bring your manuscript to life word by word, page by page. 4, that's the magic number here. 4 solid weeks of dedicated, focused workshops. This is where the heavy lifting happens. It's a sustained push where you're not just writing alone in a room, but you're constantly refining your work, getting feedback, and having discussions. This is where your book truly starts to take shape. So the crucial thing to understand here isn't just about writing a lot, it's about building momentum. The entire point of this 4-week block is to get you into a rhythm. By setting and actually hitting consistent weekly writing goals, you create this incredibly powerful habit that's going to carry you through all the challenges that come with a big project like this. After all that hard work, we finally arrive at the last stage. Now, you'll see the course calls this From Draft to Devotional because its specific focus was on spiritual writing. But the principle is totally universal. This is the phase where your messy draft transforms into a polished, finished book that's ready for the world, no matter what genre you're writing in. Crossing the finish line has its own little checklist. First up, you've got to do a thorough review of everything you've written. Second, you need to get a clear handle on the actual publication process, whether you're going it alone or looking for a traditional publisher. And finally, the really exciting part, you get to prepare for your book's launch. And this quote from the course instructor, Dr. Alan James Schrader, it just captures the end goal so perfectly. Yeah, he mentions devotionals because that was his class's focus, but the feeling is the same for everyone. The goal isn't just to finish a document on your computer. It's to create something real that people will actually read, connect with, and maybe even buy. That's what makes the whole thing worthwhile. So, we've walked through the entire roadmap, from that first little spark of an idea, through building the foundation, the intense workshops, and all the way to publication. The blueprint is clear. The path is there. The only question left is the one you see right now. What story are you waiting to tell?